Asia economic collapse, Hong Kong sliding into recession. Hong Kong now is facing its first economic recession since the Great Recession of 2008, with the ongoing violent protests, reduction in export volume and massive drop in tourism. Are there statistics that support the fact that Hong Kong is indeed in a technical recession? And how long will this recession persist in Hong Kong? Tourist center businesses and tourist-dependent businesses close early or see fewer clients nowadays. Every day, shops and the airport are quiet, even during business hours with business doors open. During the holiday weekends, since recent weeks, in the wake of a violent backlash against President Carrie Lam's effort to quench months of violent protest by recalling emergency measures, the city metro network was completely closed for many months. In the second quarter, almost certainly in the third quarter, the Hong Kong economy contracted. Business activity continues to deteriorate. Concern now is how long can the Hong Kong economy take this downturn without any permanent damage preventing any good recovery. Hong Kong's open market consumer and financial leading economy, once Asia's manufacturing powerhouse before the rise of China, is highly vulnerable to the collapse of confidence caused by this violent protest and turmoil. The City Council has failed to claim that it has the institutional tools to avoid the decline while the turmoil persists. According to a senior economist at Pictet Wealth Management, he does not expect to see any strong measures that can change things around. He also says that the best scenario is after this political unrest, they can come up with longer-term planning or measures to solve structural problems. On top of this current violent clashes between the anti-riot police and the protesters, the effect of the US-China trade war increases the high possibility of a full recession that will persist the whole year or more. The slowdown came to be very evident as the exports started declining rapidly from the beginning of the year. As Financial Secretary Paul Chan announced the city budget in February, he anticipates an annual increase of 2 to 3%. Through August, however, he had dramatically reduced the forecast, ranging from 0 to 1%. Most analysts see a Hong Kong recession this year with any growth well below 1%. This is the worst reading since 2009. JP Morgan Chase & Co.'s gives their new estimate of this sluggish growth of 0.3%. The slowdown has also impacted the equity market in Hong Kong. The MSCI Hong Kong Index fell by 18% from April, whilst properties and commodity stocks declined in this period. A number of key economic indicators quickly turned red. In August, retail sales fell 23% from the year before, as demand for luxury items such as accessories decreased. In August, the number of travelers and visitors to Hong Kong fell nearly 40% to around 3.6 million. This report, according to the Hong Kong Tourism Board, is the worst record since the 2003 SARS outbreak. The Hong Kong Trade Development Council cautioned that exports would fall to the worst in 10 years, lowering its growth forecast for 2019. Hong Kong has previously experienced serious economic problems. The SARS outbreak disrupted the economy of the region in the early 2000s. But when the epidemic was contained, business confidence rekindled, with tourism levels picking up later. The difference today is that a flexible agreement by both sides is not expected, as conditions requested by each side only result in hardening of their own stance. A few reputable economists foresee that in the short term, that the Hong Kong economy falling into a deep recession. This is because the main pillars of the Hong Kong economy, including finance, trade and tourism, are badly affected by not just the violent protests. The more higher risk now is that the reputation of the Hong Kong city as a global financial hub and business center. If the damage is permanent, then its reputation may not be recovered in the long term. What are your thoughts? Do you think that the recession in Hong Kong will persist? Do you think that the Hong Kong reputation as a global financial hub will be permanently damaged by this Hong Kong economic recession? Please comment, like and share. To explore other lucrative investment opportunities, please visit our other channel, Blockchain 360.